most beautiful thing ever made by human beings is the U.S. Constitution. And the Founding Fathers saw these monkeys coming way over the horizon. Nothing Bush does is new. All of his strange, garbled talk about what this country is degenerating into is the strange, garbled talk of petty tyrants from the 1600s and the 1200s and so on and so forth. It's nothing new. And the Founding Fathers hit the books before they wrote this Constitution, because they had tried something else and they wanted to get it right this time. And it's lasted fairly well for 200 years. And it's time to ream out the people that have defiled it and have a freshening up and a very substantive celebration of the Constitution itself, which Bush has no use for. What could be more fitting than having him and his cronies destroyed by that which he has no respect for, the Constitution?
So what you're saying is that the states, without any, well, actually with full opposition from the House and the Senate, and the White House for that matter, could remove...
Yeah, that's why America is still truly a republic, is the states can still throw out the federal government. Let me read you Article 5 of the Constitution, which is about amendment, and provides against all dangers, as said earlier. The Congress, whenever 2/3 of both houses shall deem it necessary, shall propose amendments to this Constitution, or on the application of the legislatures of 2/3 of the several states, shall call a convention for proposing amendments, which in either case shall be valid to all intents and purposes as part of this Constitution, when ratified by the legislatures of 3/4 of the several states, or by conventions in 3/4 thereof, as one or the other mode of ratification may be proposed by the Congress, provided that no amendment, and that's about slavery. So up until that point is still in force. So the Congress has some say in the process, but what they have to do in the proposed scheme of things would be mandatory. They'd have to say, okay, you're going to do it by legislature or by convention, but they can't say, no, you can't do it. And if they tried that, I believe that they'd be ignored as being in contempt of the Constitution.
So they mean by virtue of the Constitution, they cannot obstruct.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So if they just tried to stall, so what? We're going around them.
So if we ever decide to wake up from being we the sheeple to being we the people, what would we do?
A wholesale house cleaning on a national level by the states. Now, if you're throwing out the 3/4 of Congress I'm talking about, you're throwing out people like Kerry, Clinton, Lieberman, Biden, Hoyer, and so on, all of whom have huge followings and endorsement relationships and so on. But look what you get in return. You get all the Republicans except for Ron Paul and one other guy. And the same thing works the other way. Well, you're slaughtering every Republican in the Confederate South. Yeah, but you're getting Hillary Clinton, John Kerry, Joe Lieberman. What you're left with is who can tell right from wrong. I urge anyone to look at the vote for Public Law 107-243. It's House roll call 455 in 2002, I believe. And there it is in black and white. That's the people that are left are the people that can tell right from wrong. That is the fundamental idea of this country, is that you don't need a political party, you don't need a church, you don't need a college degree to discern right from wrong. And we need to reassert that.
Now there are only months left in the Bush Cheney imperial reign, and you're still proposing this. Why?
Oh yeah, because failure to bring these people to justice will be a catastrophe of failed justice. I had a sign the other day that said Bush was going to It's a prophecy, you might say, that, or a horror flick or something. That what if Bush decides to pardon 2,300 people, and 150 of them are for treason? Can't have that. Can't have it. I believe the Secret Service would regret that. And what if it's only 300? You know, Bush has got to go.
So what would make this happen is people in their state doing what?
Making their state legislators, which is not Congress, it's their state house, House of Representatives, and state Senate, understand that that America wants Bush gone. He's got a 59% strong approval rating. I believe that's putting it mildly. I believe the people that still support him will acquiesce in the main when they see that it's just gone too far. You know, I'm sorry. Supporting a president just because he's president, I would describe as sub-American. That's not. I mean, that's okay in a monarchy. It's not okay in a democracy.
How can people coordinate with you on this?
Well, I've got a web page on my hat, and I'd be happy to discuss my amendment with anybody. But I think it's innately a Republican action, you might say, and I don't think it needs a whole lot of centralization. Just do it. Please just do it. Please just do it. And if you use my version, it makes me president. If you just delete that, part under current law and the current office holders, it makes Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid president and vice president. In part because they both voted against this atrocious war that we're supposedly going to be pulling out of, which is also more lies, probably. And she's good enough, and he's good enough, because they can tell right from wrong. Hello?
The amendment that you read to us a couple of minutes ago can be found where?
It's on my MySpace page. That's about it. You could Google for it. You could Google for Peace Purge Amendment, or...
But myspace.com/president by amendment.
Yeah. Yeah, with no underscores or dots or anything. And it doesn't need me. I would like to be president, but that's the second. I'd be better than Pelosi, but that's not the big things. Get rid of Bush.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.